everyone, welcome to our podcast. My name is Elena. I'm really happy to be here with you today.
Hi everyone, I'm Jack. Thank you for joining us. Today, we are going to talk about working conditions. This is an important topic because working conditions affect how people feel at work, how safe they are, and how happy they are in their jobs.
Yes, working conditions are very important. When people have good working conditions, they can do their jobs better. But when the conditions are bad, it can be stressful or even dangerous. So, let's talk more about this topic.
Let's begin with a simple question. What does working conditions mean? It means everything about your job environment. For example, how many hours you work, how much money you get paid, if your workplace is safe, if you have enough breaks, and how people treat each other at work.
Exactly. Let's take an example. Imagine someone who works 12 hours every day, has no break, and works in a hot room without air conditioning. That's not a good working condition. That person will probably feel tired, unhappy, and maybe even sick.
Yes, that sounds very hard. But some people do work in these kinds of conditions. On the other hand, good working conditions mean you work a fair number of hours, you have a safe place to work, and you have time to rest. You also feel respected by your boss and coworkers.
I think respect is a big part of good working conditions. If your boss talks to you kindly and listens to your problems, you feel better at work. Even small things, like saying good job or thank you, can make a big difference.
That's true. People feel more motivated when they feel appreciated. Also, many people care about their working hours. Some people work full-time. This means around 40 hours a week. Others work part-time, maybe only 20 hours a week.
Yes, and some people work night shifts. That means they work during the night instead of the day. That can be difficult for health and family life. Night shifts can affect your sleep and your mood.
Let's also talk about the working environment. Is it clean? Is it comfortable? Do you have the tools you need? For example, if you work in an office, do you have a good chair and a computer that works well? Or if you work in a factory, do you have safety equipment like gloves, masks, or helmets?
Good point, Jack. A clean and safe workplace is very important. If people work in a dirty or dangerous place, they can get hurt or sick. That's why many companies must follow safety rules. These are called health and safety regulations.
Yes, and there's also something called a contract. A contract is a paper you sign before you start your job. It shows your salary, your working hours, your holidays, and other job conditions. It's very important because it protects your rights.
Exactly. Everyone should understand their contract. And if something is not clear, it's okay to ask questions. A good company should explain everything to you.
Let's also talk about breaks. People need to take short breaks during work. Even a 10-minute break can help you feel better. In many places, workers have a lunch break too. Without breaks, people get tired quickly.
Yes, breaks are important. Also, let's not forget about holidays. People need time to rest and enjoy life. Good working conditions include paid holidays. This means you can take a holiday and still get your salary.
That's right. And let's also mention something called work-life balance. This means you have time for both your job and your personal life, your family, friends, hobbies, and rest. If someone works too much and never has time for life outside work, that's not healthy.
Work-life balance is so important. People need time to relax, sleep well, and enjoy their lives. Otherwise, they feel stressed and tired all the time.
Some companies understand this and try to help their workers. They give flexible working hours. That means you can choose when to start and finish your work as long as you complete your tasks.
Flexible hours are great for parents, for students, or for people who have other responsibilities. It's one way to improve working conditions and help workers feel happy.
Another important thing is teamwork. When people help each other at work, the job becomes easier and more enjoyable. Good teamwork creates a friendly environment.
Yes, teamwork is very helpful. If you work with kind people who support you, your work feels lighter. But if your coworkers are rude or unkind, the job can feel very hard.
Also, let's not forget about training. Some jobs offer training programs to help workers learn new skills. This is very good for working conditions because it helps workers grow and feel confident.
That's true. When people learn new things at work, they feel proud. Training also helps people do their job better, which is good for both the worker and the company.
So, we can see that working conditions include many things: salary, hours, safety, respect, breaks, holidays, teamwork, training, and more. All these things matter.
Yes, and every worker deserves good conditions. A happy worker is a better worker. And when people feel safe and respected, they do great work.
I agree. Good working conditions are not just good for the worker, they're good for the company too. Happy workers work harder and stay longer in the job.
Exactly. And when workers feel good, they also treat customers better. So, it's a win for everyone.
Yes, you're right, Elena. When workers feel good, they also treat customers better. And when customers are happy, the business can grow. So good working conditions help everyone: workers, customers, and companies. Another thing to think about is communication at work. Good communication is a big part of a healthy work environment. If workers can speak openly with their managers and coworkers, problems can be solved more quickly.
Yes, communication is very important. Imagine if you have a problem at work, but you're afraid to talk about it. That's not good. But if you can talk freely with your team or your manager, you can find solutions. You feel heard, and that makes a big difference.
Also, some workplaces have meetings where workers can share their opinions or ideas. This is a good way to make workers feel included. It also shows that the company cares about what workers think.
That's true. Everyone wants to feel valued. When a company listens to workers, it builds trust. And when people trust their company, they stay longer and do their best.
Let's also talk about stress at work. Sometimes working conditions can cause stress. If you have too much work, not enough time, or you feel pressure from your boss, it can make you feel nervous or tired all the time.
Yes, many people feel stress at work, but good working conditions can reduce stress. Things like fair workloads, kind managers, enough breaks, and support from coworkers can help a lot.
Some companies also offer mental health support. That means they help workers who feel sad, stressed, or worried. This can be through talking with a counselor or having special programs to help people feel better.
Yes, mental health is just as important as physical health. If you are feeling sad or anxious, it's hard to do your job well. So it's great when companies care about mental health too.
Another thing that improves working conditions is recognition. When a manager says, "You did a great job," it makes the worker feel proud. Recognition doesn't cost anything, but it makes a big difference.
That's so true, Jack. Even a small thank you or a smile can change someone's day. People work better when they feel appreciated.
Now, let's think about different types of jobs. Not all jobs are the same. Some people work in offices, some in shops, some in factories, some in schools, and some outside like on farms or construction sites. Every place has different working conditions.
Yes, and every job has different needs. In an office, people need good chairs, computers, and quiet spaces. In a factory, people need safety rules, strong shoes, and protective clothes. On a farm, people need good tools and protection from the sun or rain.
Exactly. So working conditions should match the type of job. If the conditions are bad, people can get hurt or feel very uncomfortable.
And when people work in dangerous jobs, they need extra safety. For example, people who work with machines or chemicals must wear special clothes, gloves, or goggles to protect their eyes.
Yes, safety training is also very important. Before starting a job, workers should learn how to stay safe, use tools correctly, and follow rules. This prevents accidents and saves lives.
Sometimes accidents still happen, but if the company has good safety systems, people can get help quickly. That's also part of good working conditions.
And companies should also have emergency plans. For example, what to do in case of fire or if someone gets hurt. When workers know what to do in an emergency, they feel safer and more confident.
Let's also mention lighting and air in the workplace. Some people work in dark places or rooms with no windows. That can make them feel tired or sad. Good lighting and fresh air help people feel more awake and healthier.
Yes, Fresh air and natural light are simple but important parts of a good work environment. People feel better and work better when the space is comfortable.
Another point is equipment. If you don't have the right tools, it's very hard to do your job. Whether it's a working computer, clean tools, or a good machine, equipment must be working well.
Right. And sometimes people have to use old or broken equipment, which can be dangerous or frustrating. That's why companies should make sure everything is in good condition.
And let's not forget about temperature. If it's too hot or too cold in the workplace, it can be very hard to work. There should be fans, heaters, or air conditioners to make the temperature comfortable.
Yes, the temperature should be suitable for the work. If workers are freezing in winter or sweating in summer, they will feel uncomfortable and tired.
I think we've shared many important points. Working conditions include so many small things, but together they make a big difference in how people feel at work.
Yes, and when companies care about their workers, everything works better. Workers are happier, safer, and more productive.
Yes, Jack, when workers are happy, safe, and comfortable, they do their jobs better. That's why every company should think about improving working conditions all the time. Even small changes can help a lot.
That's a good point. For example, some companies let workers take short breaks during the day. These breaks help workers relax and feel more focused when they return to work.
Yes, breaks are very important. If people work too long without rest, they get tired and make more mistakes. Even a 10-minute break can help the mind and body.
And it's also good when workers have a nice place to relax during their breaks, maybe a clean kitchen, a small rest area, or even just some chairs and a table. A good break area shows that the company cares about its workers.
That's true. Another thing is water and snacks. Some workplaces give workers free water, tea, coffee, or small snacks. It's a simple way to support health and comfort.
Yes, and it also builds a friendly atmosphere. When workers feel that they are treated kindly, they become more loyal to the company.
And Jack, don't forget about the working hours. A lot of people today are talking about work-life balance. That means people want enough time for work, but also time for family, rest, and fun.
Yes, work-life balance is so important. If someone is working too many hours every day, they may feel tired, sick, or unhappy. But if there is a good balance, people can enjoy their lives more and still do great work.
Some companies even allow flexible working hours. That means people can start and finish work at different times, depending on their needs. It's helpful for parents, students, or people with other responsibilities.
Yes, flexible working is becoming more popular. And now many people also work from home, especially after the pandemic. So we also need to think about the working conditions at home.
That's a good point. If someone works from home, they still need a good chair, a quiet space, a good internet connection, and enough light. Companies should support their workers who work from home too.
And even online communication becomes part of the working condition. Clear emails, regular video calls, and team chats help people feel connected, even if they're working from different places.
Right? And just like in the office, people need to feel included when working remotely. If someone is working from home but never gets to talk to others, they might feel lonely or forgotten.
That's true. So, good managers try to include everyone whether they are in the office or working from home.
Another part of good working conditions is training and development. Workers want to grow, learn new skills, and improve their work. If companies offer training, it helps workers feel more confident and successful.
Yes, when workers get better at their jobs, the company also becomes stronger. Training is a win-win for both the workers and the business.
Also, when people learn something new, they feel proud of themselves. It's good for motivation. A worker who is learning feels more excited and engaged.
Some companies even give certificates after training. That's a nice way to show progress and reward hard work.
And learning is not just about job skills. It can also include things like teamwork, communication, or time management. These skills help in any job.
That's right. Good working conditions include opportunities for growth. If workers feel they can move forward in their career, they feel more hopeful and stay longer in the company.
And when people see a clear path in their job, they work harder and dream bigger. Everyone wants to feel that their future can be better.
Yes, and all of these things, safety, support, fair hours, recognition, learning, communication, together they build a strong, happy workplace.
Exactly, Jack. A strong and happy workplace is not just good for workers, it's also good for the company. When people enjoy their job, they work harder, make fewer mistakes, and help the company grow.
Yes, and when workers feel respected, they stay in their jobs longer. That means the company doesn't need to find and train new people all the time. It saves time and money.
Respect is such an important part of working conditions. It means listening to workers' ideas, treating them fairly, and making sure they feel important.
I agree. And respect also means equal treatment. Everyone should get the same chances at work, no matter their age, gender, religion, or background.
Yes, equality at work is very important. Everyone wants to feel accepted and valued. A good workplace welcomes all kinds of people and supports diversity.
And when there is diversity, workers can learn from each other. Different ideas and cultures make the team stronger and more creative.
That's true. And don't forget about teamwork. Working together in a friendly way makes the job easier and more enjoyable. A good team helps each other and shares responsibilities.
Teamwork also reduces stress. When people work as a team, they feel they're not alone. If someone has a problem, others are there to help.
And strong communication is the key to good teamwork. Workers should feel comfortable talking to each other, asking questions, and giving feedback.
Yes, and managers should always keep communication open. They should listen carefully, give clear instructions, and support their teams.
When communication is good, there is less confusion and fewer mistakes. Everyone knows what to do and how to do it.
That's right. And let's talk a bit more about mental health. It's part of working conditions too. Some workplaces are very stressful, and stress can hurt both health and job performance.
Yes, stress can make people tired, worried, or even sick. So companies need to care about workers' mental health, not just physical health.
Some workplaces have special programs to support mental health, like talking to a counselor, yoga classes, or just allowing a quiet space to relax.
That's a great idea. Even small changes, like reducing noise or giving people time to rest, can make a big difference.
And when people feel calm and healthy, they work better and enjoy their job more. That's why mental health should be part of every company's plan.
Another part of good working conditions is recognition. Workers feel happy when someone says good job or thank you. It doesn't cost money, but it makes people feel proud.
Yes, appreciation is powerful. A small compliment, a kind word, or even a smile can really change someone's day at work.
Some companies also give awards or bonuses to recognize good work. But even simple things like writing a thank you note can make people feel special.
And when workers feel appreciated, they feel more motivated. They want to do even better next time.
Exactly. So if we look at everything: safety, respect, breaks, fair pay, teamwork, communication, training, mental health, and recognition, these are all parts of good working conditions.
And improving these things helps both workers and companies. It creates a better, stronger future for everyone.
That's so true, Jack. When both workers and companies work together to build good working conditions, everyone wins. It's not only about making money, it's also about making people feel safe, respected, and happy.
Yes, a good workplace should be a place where people feel proud to work. It's where they can grow, learn, and feel good every day.
And when workers are happy and healthy, their work becomes better. They feel more energy, more focus, and more joy in what they do.
Exactly. So, improving working conditions isn't just a nice idea, it's something that really helps everyone.
Let's quickly review what we talked about today. We discussed many things that make working conditions better, like fair pay, safety, breaks, respect, equal treatment, teamwork, communication, training, mental health, and recognition.
Each of these points is important. Together, they help create a positive work environment where people can feel their best and do their best.
And now, let's take a moment to review some of the important words we used in this conversation. These words can help you grow your English vocabulary. 1. Working conditions, the environment and rules in a workplace. Example, good working conditions help people feel safe and happy at work. 2. Safety, being free from danger or harm. Example, wearing a helmet is important for safety at a construction site. 3. Breaks, short rest times during work hours. Example, workers should take regular breaks to relax and recharge. 4. Fair pay, getting the right amount of money for your work. Example, everyone deserves fair pay for the work they do. 5. Teamwork, working well with others in a group. Example, teamwork helps people finish tasks faster and better. 6. Communication, sharing information, ideas, or feelings. Example, good communication helps avoid mistakes at work. 7. Mental health, a person's emotional and psychological well-being. Example, stress can hurt your mental health if you don't take care of it. 8. Respect, treating people kindly and fairly. Example, a good manager shows respect to all workers. 9. Recognition, saying thank you or showing you value someone's work. Example, a small thank you is great recognition for a job well done.
These are great words to remember. Try to use them in your everyday English practice. You will become more confident and fluent.
And if you enjoyed this podcast, we'd love to hear from you. Please like this episode, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends and family.
Yes, and don't forget to follow our channel so you don't miss the next podcast. Your support means a lot to us.
Thank you so much for listening today. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep practicing your English with us.
Take care and see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.